So the question is this: how do coaches, experts, and thought leaders create a sustainable 6 or 7-figure coaching business, all while having fun and changing lives? If you want to know the secrets to getting leads on demand, getting paid whatever you desire for the clients you serve, and changing their lives every single day, this is the right podcast for you.
I'm Sterling Griffin, and this is the Life Changer Podcast.
Welcome back to the Life Changer Podcast. My name is Sterling Griffin. I'm your host today and every day. And if you are a coach, an expert, an influencer that wants to grow and scale an online business, online coaching business to 7 figures, you have found the right podcast, my friends. So thanks for joining me today. Today I want to give you a little behind the scenes look, give you a little peeky boo behind the curtain. Open up the kimono, not my kimono, because that would be a little gross-o. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Oh, all right. So what I want to do today is give you the 4 core pivots that my FitPro clients are using to sell high-ticket fitness during this pandemic, a time of recession, a time where people are uncertain about the future. How are my clients still having, many of them, record months in business as a result? What you'll find out through the course of this video is that, or this podcast, depending on where you're listening, is that there has never been more opportunity in the online fitness world. For the remote trainer, for the person that trains from home, from their laptop or their phone, there's never been more buyers, more people thinking about buying online than there are right now. As long as you are positioning yourself the right way, positioning your product, your offer the right way, then there's no reason why you can't get a slice of the pie that's being made available. Think about it. Right now, I know that many people are going through very, very challenging times, and many businesses are completely shut down. If you're a restaurant or a bar owner, this could be a really tough time for you unless you have pivoted very well to getting orders via takeout and online and delivery. Then you're probably suffering. And bars, no doubt, this is a tough time for you. People that work in person with their client, they sell in person. This is tough. So at the other end of the spectrum is there are many businesses right now that are being more highly valued than they ever have been. Take, for example, Zoom. Zoom, it's a video conferencing company. If you're not familiar with Zoom, you will be once you move to an online business, because this is how people have video meetings with each other. This is how I've managed my team for years. I've had meetings with them in a virtual conference setting via the software Zoom. They are more highly valued now than ever because people are using it not just for work anymore, with their employees or with their coworkers, which now they're doing more than ever because more businesses have transitioned to having their employees work from home. But also, people are using Zoom to connect with their friends. I mean, my birthday was on April 10th recently, and Zoom was used by my amazing girlfriend, Haley, to get a bunch of my friends into a room to sing me happy birthday. That would have never been a thing a month and a half ago. We just had people come over to my house. But instead, Zoom has made it possible for that to still happen, although virtually. Another company, Amazon. Amazon is doing extraordinarily well. Their stock is up more than ever. Why? Because people are resorting to using delivery options and buying things through delivery than they ever did before. They're buying their groceries, their household items, their whatevers more via delivery than they have been in the past. There are so many businesses that are doing well. Even there are businesses where, like toilet paper. You think toilet paper companies are suffering right now? The only thing they're suffering from is they can't sell fast enough. They can't produce the product fast enough. There are so many companies that are doing well. And so what I want to do in this podcast, in this video, is I want to give you some hope. I want to share with you what my students are doing, especially if you're a fit pro or you're a health pro or you're a gym owner that wants to go online, what you can do right now to effectively make this transition. Now, if you're listening to this and you're a life coach, business coach, or some other kind of coach, you're going to get lessons from this that you can use in your business, and I encourage you to do so. But if you're a fit pro, this is designed specifically for you to grow your business and to make a full-on pivot during this time, okay? So, before I get into it though, I want to share with you, I have a free course right now that I'm giving away for fit pros, health pros, really anyone that wants to effectively make that transition to online training, and it is called the Fit Pro Survival Course. I'm telling you, this is an amazing course. And people think that I'm exaggerating before they get into the course when I say this is really a $1,000 course that I'm giving away for free. This is really a multi-$1,000 course because I've got in there sales scripts that I've only given to my private clients for years. I've got in there lead generation content that you can use to literally get leads on demand right now from your social media profiles, even if you have no experience. I've got in there transition scripts you can use to get your in-person former clients, your gym members, your friends on the phone talking about your online training where they're interested, okay? And I've also got mindset trainings that's going to get you in a positive headspace, that's going to get you feeling good so that you can attract clients to you more easily, okay? So if you want it, go to lifechanger.coach/free and you can download it right there. Just tell me what email to send your login to and it's yours. No credit card required, okay? This is my big give. I want to add more value to people during this time because I know that this pandemic's not going to last forever. The economy's going to bounce back. People are going to come back to buying, and when they buying even more, I mean, my business is doing great personally, but people are going to get into a more hopeful space in the future. My hope is that over time, I can earn your trust. I want to add massive value to you so that in the future, you're like, hey, I got all this for free. I wonder what's behind the paid wall from Mr. Bob. All right. So allow me to give to you, go to that link, lifechanger.coach/free, and it would be amazing. And if you listen to this podcast and you hear things that you enjoy, my request is that you take a screenshot of your phone, post that on Instagram, and tag me at Sterling. I love the people that tag me on Instagram because I get to have a conversation with them, build a connection with them. I'm now back on posting on Instagram again, and so I would love to connect with you there as well. All right, so without any further ado, let's get into it. The 4 core pivots my FitPro clients are using to sell high-ticket fitness during the pandemic. All right, so pivot number 1 is using short-term offers. Now, a core portion of what I teach in LCA has been for years to sell long-term programs. And just recently earlier this year in February, I launched a new upgrade to LCA, which I call 3.0. And in 3.0, what I did was I added a sales script with the help of a friend of mine named Alex Hermosi. I added in a sales script that we created together specifically for online trainers, and this doesn't exist anywhere else in the world, but specifically for online trainers, we created a script that allows you to essentially sell an unlimited length term deal. So if you've always wanted to be able to sell a 6-month, a 12-month, a 15-month, an 18-month, a 2-year long fitness package, this allows you to do that at a high ticket price and have it feel non-salesy and have it actually be a super easy sales process. And so in 3.0 that I launched earlier this year, I was like, well, people are in a positive, hopeful economy. They can imagine themselves paying for long-term deals. Now, when the pandemic happened, although there are many people right now that still have a rosy view of the future, aka the owners of Zoom, okay, or of Amazon, there are other people that are in a state of uncertainty and anxiety. And so when you're selling to the average consumer today, people aren't thinking about the future. They're not thinking about long-term. They're thinking about survival. They're thinking about right now, what can I do to solve my problem, to get through this, to make it, to stop the bleeding. And so as a result, they're only able to think short-term. So what pivot I made with my students, I said, okay, here's a new process. You're gonna start selling a short-term deal, a month or less, and you're gonna start offering a program where people can get a taste test of your offer. Right now, people are more skeptical about committing long-term with a mentor than they ever have been. At the same time, it's not like their problem of wanting to lose weight, feel better about themselves, and be more confident went away overnight. It didn't. And people are still willing to invest in that because they know that the pandemic's not gonna last forever. They just don't know how long it will last. So what do? You sell them a short-term deal, and then you can still offer the longer-term deal some way through their program. Okay, so if somebody gets in and then on a short-term deal, you add massive value to their life, and then you offer them a long-term deal, especially as people start to go back to work and they start to believe more that the economy's rebounding, then they're going to start saying yes to those longer-term deals. In the meantime, you can just keep selling them short-term packages as we go along, and you can make great money in the process. The brilliant benefit of this for us is that many of my students are signing up more clients than they've ever signed, ever. The volume of clients that they're able to serve now is increased dramatically. Their sales process has gotten so much better. Why? Because now they not only have the long-term deal, but they also have multiple downsells that they can work to on a sales call where the person says, oh, I don't have to do the 6-month version. I can do the 28-day version. Okay, or something like that. Yeah, let me start with that and see where it lands. So sure, they can start by offering the long term, but they can always downsell to the short term, especially if the person is super cost conscious. So this pivot has made a massive difference. Our clients are doubling the size of their client base literally in a week or 2 because they're able to have so many more people say, you know what, I can do 28 days, I can do 14 days, 21 days, I can do 30 days. and let's see where that lands us, okay? And many people within that amount of time are actually going to be getting their jobs back. They're going to be growing their income again. The world is going to start to get better in many ways, I believe, for many groups of people. All right? So that's number one. The second thing is referral marketing campaigns. Again, as I mentioned, many people, the average buyer, is more skeptical of new mentors than ever. Now, while people are definitely thinking about learning and growing and developing new skills and developing new achievements during this time because they're freaking bored at home and you can only watch so much Netflix, while they are more skeptical of investing with someone, they are relying more on the recommendations and the mentions of their friends more than ever. And so what I've gotten many of my clients to pivot into is to focus their efforts, if they're not able to spend on paid advertising, which I'll get into that in a second, to do referral marketing campaigns. So for someone that's making less than $5,000, $7,000 a month, my recommendation for that person is to go to referral marketing, build up a cash base, get yourself an extra 10, 15, 20 grand in the bank, and then we'll take that money and we'll move it into ads. But to start with, let's get people in your network whose lives you've already changed, people that you've already trained, people that have already gotten a great experience of working with you. And this would only work if you already have existing clients that you've created a transformation for. If you don't have a client that you've created a transformation for, you probably should do some free coaching for some people, get them some results with the promise that if you coach them, they're going to give you a testimonial at the end of the period. Then you use those testimonials to drive your referral marketing campaign. And referral marketing is amazing because when other people are out there promoting how great you are, they can say the exact same things that you would say, but they don't sound like an asshole because they're talking about someone else. You can talk about how great you are, but if you do that, then it falls on deaf ears because, of course, anyone listening to you that doesn't know you personally is going to say, yeah, that's bullshit. Okay, they're just saying that because they want my business. But if your clients say it, people that have actually worked with you, paid you good money, or worked with you in some capacity, say that you're great, chances are you are. And that's going to bring down a barrier of somebody new to your world to say, you know what, if it worked for Ashley, if it worked for Joey, then it can work for me. And so I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to talk to this person. That combined with the first one of, hey, only commit for a short term has been absolutely freaking money for our clients. Okay. So that's number two. Now, again, before I go into number 3 and 4, I don't want you to be stuck right now. If you are someone that wants to grow an online business, you want to grow an online coaching business, then allow me to give to you. Go to lifechanger.coach/free. Get the Fit Pro Survival course. Let me give you everything you need to grow your business. Again, I want to build goodwill with you. I want to build trust with you. And the only way I can do that is if you allow me to teach you things that can make you good money. I'm in this business because I love Fit Pros. I love coaches. I love helping people become financially free. And so if that's you, if you want to become financially free, if you want to stop the bleeding, if you want to make this transition, if you want to get through this the right way, then download my free course. Allow me to get you some results in advance, honestly. With this free content, you're going to go in and you're going to be like, wow, this is better than stuff I have paid $2,000 stuff I have paid $5,000 for. You will say that, trust me on it. And when you do, I want to hear about it, okay? So hope that you enjoy that. Again, if you want results like some of my students, Kaylee George is one of my clients. She's a registered dietitian. Came to me, she was barely making ends meet, a corporate job, $3,000, $4,000 a month. She comes in literally this month. She's going to do a $30K month. She's easily on track for $30K in April, okay? And I think she's already done 28 or 26,000 literally as of this recording, still a week left. And by the end of the month, she'll have done over 30 grand. That's her best month so far, okay? And that is just with a minimum amount of paid ads, probably $2,000 max she's paid on paid ads to get that level of return, okay? That's an amazing set. That's an amazing margin. She's making 80% margins easily after she pays her team to make this kind of money. Another one is Scott Burgett. Scott made $60,000 last month in March. He's already made $60,000 so far in April. Okay, a vegan trainer with a relatively small audience, and he's doing that kind of volume. Now, it may sound crazy. I didn't say six. I said $60,000 in his bank account. Okay, so people are making money. People are doing great right now. Honestly, Scott probably will have a record month this month in the middle of a pandemic. It's because he has the right strategies. Kevin Haynes, I got to just give you a couple. Kevin Haynes, been my client for a while. He had his first 100K month this month. $100,000 month. He had it this month in April 2020. Yes. So again, all selling fitness training. Another client, Michael Anise, he just joined in March. He made $15,000 his first month with a small audience. Again, what I want you hearing is, oh, well, if they can do it, then I can do it. So let me give you the strategies they're using to grow their business right now. Let's get you through this the right way. All right? So lifechanger.coach/free. Number 3, spend more on ads. Now, I started spending money on Facebook advertising about 3 years ago now. It was actually almost exactly 3 years ago, April of 2017. And when I started spending, I just wanted to spend as much as I could because I knew that in that season, Facebook ads were way less expensive than they are now, and they would only continue to get more expensive. As Facebook ads, as more and more companies spend money on Facebook, the cost to get seen by a customer that you want to work with, it goes up. And that makes sense, right? The more advertisers, the more people are competing for the attention of their customers. And 3 years ago, we had amazing metrics on returns I could get for, say, an application, a booked call, a new lead, things like that. But today, it's slowly gotten more expensive. When the pandemic hit, there were a whole bunch of advertisers that stopped spending money on Facebook for a whole bunch of reasons. And so when that happened, that means that other people that are still able to spend money on Facebook get a discounted rate on everything they're spending. So one of my big things with my students has been spend money on ads right now. Take the money that you're getting from your organic and invest in ads, because the more you can invest in ads, the faster you can grow your audience, the faster you can grow your email list, the faster you can get more people on the calendar, you can grow your Facebook group, you can get more people into your world. So spend. Because you're not going to get as good of a return in 6 months as you're going to get right now. So this is a great investment for your business. So I've added more media buying coaches to our staff to help train our students on this. I've given more funnels and more things they can use to grow their returns from their advertising. Okay, I've hired a person on my staff to literally help manage the students' ads, their campaigns, give them feedback, make sure they're in compliance, they don't get shut down or blocked. And that has made a massive difference in the returns that our students are now able to scale with. Never been a better time. Now, I know most people are not thinking about scaling. They're just thinking about getting through it. But if you're in a place where you're in a solid financial position, like you've got enough to, say, cover the next couple months of bills, then you definitely want to be spending on ads right now. Like, abso-fucking-lutely. All right? And, so spend on ads. That's number 3. Number 4, and this is the final one, is doubling down on client relationship building. Now, retention has been a big topic within our client base ever since this began. It's like, how do you want to be communicating to your clients? While most fit pros or most coaches would kind of hide away from the conversation about staying long-term or continuing to work together, or continuing to make their payments, we decided to take that head on, have a conversation with our customers, and then have them have the conversation with their customers. And the way that you do that is you say, hey, bad times are coming. But here's what we're going to do for you during this time, and here's what we're going to continue to do to help support you through this time. There has never been a greater need for people to have coaching. For people to have leaders in their life, trainers in their life, coaches in their life, they're able to redirect their attention to what's good, to what's positive. This is needed now more than ever. And so what I've had my clients doing is adding more value into their programs than they ever had before. That way people feel like, even in the midst of a time where there's anxiety, they're getting more support than ever possible. So things that they've added is doing Zoom hangouts, literally just Zoom, like hang out in my Zoom room and let's talk, let's connect, things like that. Adding daily accountability for all clients so that there's more connection with each person. Hosting internal challenges. Hey, let's have a 30-day gratitude challenge, 30-day meditation challenge, 30-day workout challenge where they work out every day instead of the 3 or 4 days a week they might normally do. Adding sweaty selfie requests inside of their paid clients group where they ask, hey, post your sweaty selfie from your home workout. Obviously, they'd add in, speaking of, home workouts to their plans because people can't get to the gym right now. Well, depending on where you are, most people can't get to the gym. And then sending them free things in the mail. So sending them t-shirts, resistance bands that are custom, sending them maybe an extra supplement or sending them a box of candy or cookies or something like that they're going to have on their cheat day, a Starbucks gift card. There's so many things that you can give. And again, those little investments into the relationship, day after day, week after week, make a big difference with a client deciding, oh, you know what, this is an expense I can cut, or this is an expense that is really necessary for me. All that stuff makes a big difference. So the key for you to think is that if I want to keep my clients, I need to invest more into the relationship. Now more than ever, it's crucial. That's why during bad times, if you're in a relationship, the bad times are the times to lean in, to give more if you want it to turn around. If you withdraw and you say, oh, well, things are bad, I'm not going to give anything, then that's essentially setting yourself up for failure. That's telling yourself that this relationship's not worth it for me to save. And the same way with your clients, you need to lean in, give more than you ever have before. All right, my friends, so if this was useful to you, I would love to hear from you on Instagram. Send me a DM. Let me know what you are learning. I am more active on there now than ever. I would love to see you double tap a few photos, a comment on something that's useful to you or meaningful to you. I love connecting with you there, and I love getting to comment back to your comments. So thanks for being here today. I will see you very soon, whether it's on YouTube, on the podcast, on Instagram, and I love you very much. Peace, love, gains, baby. Whoop.